Good morning, everybody, and welcome. Thanks for being on the show.
Morning, morning.
Okay, good morning.
Sometimes I need to catch my breath. It's a bit emotional for me. I'm here in Florida. We survived Hurricane Ian last week.
Oh yeah.
It's been 3 months since my mom passed, and I am still feeling on my head. So just give me a bit of a catch my breath.
Okay, no problem.
Thanks to Flavors and Courtney and their team at the Real Soft Podcast for having our Belizean poets on this morning. We appreciate the networking and the love and the sharing. For my Belizean poets, this is a good opportunity for us to showcase our talents. And we did this, I think it was twice already, Flavors, with the Belizean poets.
Yeah. Oh yes.
Yeah, we did twice already. We had at least 5 versus Belizean poets.
Yes.
I'm not sure how many from the spoken word 501 poetry group will be on, because I know some of them are working.
Okay.
Jahseed was supposed to be here, but he had to go to town to get ready for the storm. And so some will come on, some will be off, but yeah, we'll be on and off.
Come on.
So
we have more time for each of the persons here today.
Yeah, true.
And let me say welcome to the Real Soft Podcast. And
yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Today
Thanks for having us.
the Belizean poets, that are marvelous poets who have entertained us many times before. So we expect nothing less today.
Thank you.
This morning, our co-host is Bev. So I'm going to hand over to Bev so we can get started.
Thank you. I'll go in the order that I see you guys came on. So I'll start with my poem and then I'll go on to Miss Hela, then Jackee.
Miss Bev,
yes, ma'am, you want to go ahead? Yes?
I only have a couple minutes before I go
ahead.
to another
go
class.
ahead. Yes, go ahead.
My apologies, but
no
my
problem. You go
schedule
ahead.
is difficult.
I understand.
So if I can share, I'll stay on as long as I can.
All right, thanks. Appreciate that.
Okay.
First, just give us a quick 1-minute thing of who you are and what you do, and then you go straight into your poem.
Good morning, poetry brothers and sisters. My name is Jackee Burns. I'm from Belize. I'm a high school teacher. I'm actually at school in between classes today. It's break time. And somebody asked me for the weather in Belize just a little while ago. I'm in the capital city, Belmopan, and it's raining in between. There's overcast skies at the moment, but we're gonna have a good day. And thanks for the invite on here.
Welcome, thank you.
You're very welcome.
Okay, so I selected one piece that I'm gonna share with you guys. It's called My Offerings, and it's a love piece, so bear with me. I offer you my love, cut it into nuggets, feed you bits and pieces, small morsels of me, inviting you to just hear me. I cut my eyes into broken fragments of a mirror glued to reflect this timeless clock. I write my love into sentences and quotations, wrapping my emotions for you in colors on the naked and nameless wall, scribbling within, without. I offer you the 4 chambers of a red heart in your black hands and beg you to let me shine through your pockets amongst your keys and wallet. Take me with you everywhere. I listen to your silence. I dare to announce my name and print it on your hollowed heart. I want to occupy all its space and give you jolts of sweet joys that make your blood race. I walk purposefully, my sole intention to see this wish fulfilled. I pose sexily, alluringly, wearing strings that I hope only to knot you in. My thoughts tempting my biggest sin. In the mirror, I practice kisses poured in shots to intoxicate you on. I perfume my skin and groom my hair the way I imagine you'd like it. Yes, for you, my dear. Your attention, I make my prison within a life sentence which I dream to happily serve. And these butterflies in the pits of my stomach that flutter crazily when you are around, they seduce the blood in the highways of my veins and create mosaics of our love moving through time. I plan to be your love sublime, your favorite flavor, your rhythm, and your rhyme. Make me the reason you live for, your biggest purpose, your warmth, you quiver. I will breathe for you, fluent and easy like the tranquility of a river. I want to make copies of your dreams and grant your wishes on invisible bubbles all over my existence. I want to keep you in suspense, thrill you in my confidence, and make you speak my name even in your silence. I want to be the letters you use to spell love. I will wrap you in me and then wrap me in you, and together we will be. I want to quench you and reflect you like the sky and the ocean who slow dance with distance between them. These words tell a lot of secrets when spoken, but in conclusion, I'm here with an offer of me being the missus before your last name. Can you please just tell me you feel the same?
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I wrap you in me and I wrap me in you. I love that.
Yes.
Beautiful. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was great.
Thank you.
Repeat that, Flavors?
Oh, so good morning.
You're a little low, but I have distractions here as well.
I hear your kids, Jackee.
Yes. They're on break, so I can't silence them.
Yeah, I understand that. All right, I'll go on now. I am Beverly Marin from Belize, currently in Florida. Published poet, thanks to Spoken Word 501, gardener, traveler, and all those good things. I love meeting people and having new experiences. So it's a pleasure being on the Real Stuff podcast and having our Belizean poets share their work on this platform. And I appreciate everyone being here this morning. And I wish the others who couldn't be here a beautiful, safe day. This poem I wrote yesterday, I give thanks. I give thanks for the breath I breathe, as some people didn't wake up yesterday. For the secure roof over my head, for the soft, warm, comfortable bed. The water, light, gas utilities are all luxuries that I appreciate more now after we have survived Hurricane Ian in Fort Myers, Florida on September 28, 2022. I give thanks for my friends that took me in when I needed somewhere to stay. Pat Fisher and Melverdine Davis that I met at the senior center here in Fort Myers. For the love, care, concern of family, friends, and strangers who were willing to reach out and help the communities that needed food, clothes, water, support, and everything else. For all my blessings, laughter, miracle, cheers, prayers, and healing vibes, and so much more, Father God, I give you thanks. Thank you.
Yes, dude.
Thanks,
So
thanks,
beautiful.
thanks, thanks.
Thank you,
Miss
Miss
Hale-
Beth.
You're welcome. Miss Halak, it's your turn.
Okay. I put aside 3 poems that I wanted to share today.
Tell us
So the
something about
first-
yourself first, please.
Oh, yes, sorry. So my name is Brita Haylock. I'm from Belize. I live in the city. I'm a visual artist. I would describe to say that I'm a very dynamic artist because I do multiple things. And I use my artistry to advocate for the vulnerable groups. Okay, so my first poem is called Wildflower. A wildflower is never to be plucked, but to be admired afar. Her thorns covered in pitch when you don't water her, her fragile heart, like your ego, too scared to leave. A wildflower should never be understood. I'm sorry, a wildflower is never understood, only questioned about her species, but is never studied.
Purple, brown,
It's
green,
just craved.
white,
Her
orange.
fragrance so
You have a brighter
seductive,
purple?
temptation crawls over you like wild veins, craving to be covered by beauty.
Purple.
Sunflower
That
kisses
one
aren't
on the
enough
top
anymore.
one.
The
No, go
dance
back
of the
to where you put.
peacock arises in your pants as you need to get her attention. A wildflower should never be plucked, only bloom when the moon aligns with the sun. And then the second poem is called Born to be Misunderstood. We are the wild ones, dancing to the beat of our own drums, calling on our spirit guides to bless us as we go to war every day with the enemy, patriarchy. We are the wild ones, the ones left behind because our voices are too loud, even though I was designed to be quiet. The wild ones playing with scissors in our hair, saying fuck the world with the tongue so sharp, today could be our last day. We are the wild ones, dancing with fire, constantly getting burned because no one understands the agony of misogyny. We are the free spirits falling in love with everything unconventionally beautiful. You look at us as we're crazy with nothing better to do. We are the wild ones, born to be misunderstood. And the last one, Aphrodite's kiss. Aphrodite kissed your lips and claimed you a goddess. But the world has marked you the temptress, causing chaos in every man's eyes, a threat to every woman's relationship. But in your heart, you're just a wildflower trying to be understood by her. And those are my three. I can't hear you, Miss Bev.
Mm.
Okay,
Beautiful,
the song.
beautiful. I enjoyed your poems. They're beautiful.
All right,
Thank you.
thank you.
You're welcome. Miss Tracy, it's your turn.
Okay, right now? I was
Yes,
just
right now.
finding my
Okay,
poem.
introduce yourself with in 1 minute and then you can
Having
start
it.
your poem.
Okay, this is Tracy Bass. I'm known as Princess Yehuda. My Hebrew name is Ahava. I am from the States and I'm here in Belizean, Cayo. I have a publishing company in the States called I Am Media Books and do workshops here in Belize for helping children for literacy and build the books, which I actually started with Miss Bev several years ago. So
Thank you.
the first one I am going to share is called Sister at Your Service. I actually have shared that poem just this past week and have gotten a lot of good feedback on it. So I'm excited to be able to actually share it. So let's turn my camera on. Hopefully, okay. Can you see me? Am I too close or?
You can see top of your head.
Okay. I am sorry to my sis for the compliments that I missed, the soft words I never spoke, the apology letter never wrote. I'm sorry to the sisters I never met, to the sisters I borrowed from but never paid my debt. Sorry to the sisters I failed to pay for. I'm sorry to the sisters I failed to pray for the hungry sisters I broke bread with and did not pay for. I'm sorry to the sisters that I never shared the truth with, the ones I watched struggle but never revealed their spiritual gifts. To the sisters who saw my fringes but never saw the Most High's heart. I'm sorry if I was like the fig tree the Hamashiach condemned and tore apart. I'm so sorry to my Old Testament only sisters because I never showed you Christ in my life. So sorry for the sisters I failed to prepare to become a wife. I'm sorry I was too busy or preoccupied with my own stuff. I didn't realize saying shalom or good day was just not enough. So sorry for all the times I failed to be the Titus 2 mother. Instead, I said I would pray for you and passed you on to another. Let another sister do it, I thought. She is not assigned to me, but the Most High God called me to women's ministry. I'm sorry I was too tired to listen to your cries. Sorry I was too unconcerned to your problems to ask all the whys. So sorry I let you fall prey to all the lies. And sorry to the sisters I let fall victim to wolves in disguise. I'm sorry that I watched you stumble and did not break your fall. I'm sorry that being my sister made you feel backed against the wall. So sorry if my ministry caused you any misery I never intended. I'm sorry if the things I said caused you to feel offended. I'm sorry that I failed to be the sister you needed me to be when you needed me. I'm sorry that when you were blind, I failed to help you see. But this poem is more than just an apology. It is my call to action. I want to become the sister the Most High made me to be to his satisfaction. So from this day forward, I make a vow to be a sister at your service whenever you need me. I will listen and pray for you whenever life gets deeper. And I will no longer be a sorry sister because I am my sister's keeper.
Beautiful, beautiful. I love it.
I love that.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. And it's so relevant now these days. So relevant. So thank you.
All praise to the Most High.
Enja, introduce yourself, please, and go into your poem. Can you hear us, Enja? We are not hearing you.
Not hearing you.
Not hearing. We are not hearing you, Enja. Maybe you're on mute?
No?
Yes, now we can hear you. Go
Okay,
ahead.
I was muted earlier. Okay, greetings and blessings to the sisters on the panel. I was on the podcast, I think the first time we met.
Yeah.
So thanks again for the invite. Published poet, Enja, the name of the name I go by. This poem I want to share, I wrote about 15 years ago in preparation for this time now that I need assistance to see objects close up. So now I'm at a phase, I'm over 40, so this has become more relevant, this poem. It's called Father Time. Father Time, what have you done? You've taken away all the excitement and fun. In my life, you've taken center stage. You and your wife, you call old age. I haven't come to a complete stop, but I sure have slowed down a lot. No more hustle and bustle. What have you done to my muscles? Walking used to be a piece of cake. Now all my joints and bones ache. I used to eat from all the food groups. Now I'm limited to vegetables and soup. You've even affected my breathing. And for the first time, I have trouble reading. I've even lost my sense of smell. And recently, I don't even hear that well. Now I'm having trouble just trying to remember. All I know my birthday is sometime before December. This must be punishment for all the time I've killed, taking away my ability and skill. Or maybe you just have something to prove and you won't stop until I'm unable to move. But if you are angry, it is with reason, because I did you wrong season after season. And I know you won't return me to my former state, so now I just got to sit and wait until you seal my fate. But all I ask of you is to give me a date. Father Time.
Relevant to the times. Thank you, Enja. Miss Jackee, you can go again.
Hi. Okay. This is very short. It's called My Skin Color. You ask, what is my skin color? Honey, I'll tell you, my skin doesn't have color. My skin has flavor. a mixture of cinnamon, stirred in some cappuccino, a few lazy drops of caramel, mixed with some chocolate and a little bit of brown sugar. That's my delicious skin doesn't have color. That's it.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
Thank
Love
you.
it, love it, love it. Okay, this one is called the Lehigh Senior Center is the place to be. Come on in to an interesting place of love, fun, laughter, and lots of activities like line dancing, pool, arts and craft, card games, sewing, karaoke, and lots more too numerous to mention. Miss D welcomes you on your arrival and directs you to the appropriate areas as well as to the table of gifts and donations. Miss Josephine, 91, guides you to the exciting vacation packages, whether it is to the Savannah, Christmas or Shakespeare Place, or a boat cruise. Sign up now before it is too late. Miss Melverdine Davis signs you up for your annual membership, takes your picture, and gives you a tour of the facility with joy, jokes, and a dance that you will enjoy. Mr. Eugene assists you in every area of the center and shares his story as he keeps the place clean, neat, and tidy, and smelling sweet inside and outside the building. Miss Mary is the director who is always around to step in where she is needed, whether it is to set up the chairs or run the projector for karaoke. Just call out and she will be there. Miss Linda runs the boutique on laughter as she directs you to the green tag sale of the day or the latest pretty arrivals that just calls out your name. Ask me how I know that. Miss Wendy is the energetic dancer-size class director that she has been teaching for the last 5 years and plans their monthly outings like swimming, bowling parties, and birthday dinner. Mr. Paul welcomes all assistants to set up or take down the chairs for the events in the auditorium, like karaoke, swing dancing, movies, and chair yoga. Miss Rose Ann is our famous chef who keeps our coffee hot to taste, prepares delicious salads and sandwiches, and serves well-prepared brunches. This Lehigh Senior Center is run mainly by volunteers who are there daily and does a fantastic job. Thanks to every one of them, too numerous to mention, and I enjoy being there daily to laugh, dance, and sing the day away. Thank you. Miss Haylock, it's you again. Yes, Jack, you can bring on the other person. Miss Haylock, it's your turn.
Oh,
okay.
you should have told me it was one, like we go out wrong, because that's why I just read my 3.
Oh, no problem. I'm sure you have more.
I do. I'm gonna look. This one is a little rough, but I still want to share it.
Go
Because I
ahead.
kind of like, I liked it. Okay. Pathological. It's pathological. This questioning, this longing for the unknown truth, for everything, for nothing, for something. Pathological. The need to survive, the need to feel alive, to feel nothing and enjoy everything while experiencing everything in between is seen as a consolation prize because time is ticking, telling us there is an end someday, so we must live every moment like it's our last. Pathological. Knowing the truth instantly, but we condition ourselves somehow to have self-doubt. When we were born, we were adventurous and never hesitating to do exactly what we wanted. It's pathological knowing the truth. We were conditioned by lies to doubt everything, the birth of imposter syndrome. Pathological, ever evolving, walking in the same path twice to see if we finally learned our lesson. The universe gives us so many chances to make the right choice, but do you ever notice? The second chance you can call them, the second chances you call them a curse and cry to God, why me? pathological. Shedding the tears, the clothes, the soul to nothing, questioning self-worth. It's pathological to think that you're a queen, a king. We were conditioned to believe slavery is a thing. It's just a game of psychological abuse. There's more, but it's on another file, so I'm gonna stop there.
Thank you so much.
Thank
Tracy,
you.
you again?
Yes, ma'am.
Your turn.
Okay. This one is called One Woman's Theology. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Okay. Ordained as an evangelist, I never fathomed the span of my gifts would expose me and my family to unspeakable danger. Thus, I answered my call to serve, not with joy, but in anger. Fresh out of seminary, submerged in a ministry I did not ask to call me. Newlywed and a new mother, I would have gladly bowed to another, someone more equipped to take my place. So like Jonah, Daniel, and the lions, and the Hebrew boys in the fiery furnace, I submitted to God's grace. I studied to show myself approved. I learned to rightly divide the word of truth. I learned to walk by faith and not by sight. I learned to be strong in the power of his might, a living, breathing theological encyclopedia filled to the brim. As the deer panted for the water, my soul panted after him. Yet I felt like God wanted more than I was willing to give. I put in years, gave blood, sweat, and tears, but my prayers did not allow my dying son or my husband to live. So like Naomi, I felt lost and alone. My family sold everything we owned. I obediently followed God's call to our next ministry assignment, but felt less like a missionary and more like a prisoner living in solitary confinement. I was wounded and broken. I felt like every word spoken brought death and destruction into my life. I wanted to be God's faithful daughter, my husband's good wife, but the life of the Proverbs 31 woman eluded me. I felt like the blessings of Deuteronomy 28 never included me. I searched for all the chapters in the biblical books, chapters, and verses, while I lived out the Deuteronomy 28 life, not according to the blessings, but the curses. Then, just like Eve, the mother of all living, stood naked in the Garden of Eden, I gazed at my own face. I interrogated the intersections of theology defined by the intertextuality of gender, class, and race, and I found it was me who was lacking. It wasn't some invisible enemy who kept attacking. Me, myself, and I were my own worst enemies. The Most High was faithful. I asked to go, and he sent me. But Abba never promised my invitation to ministry came with guarantees. Yet my interpretation of my situation was just as legalistic as the Pharisees and the Sadducees. See, ministry transcends words. Faith without works is dead. You need actions and deeds. I am a servant and a daughter of the Most High God, and this is my theology.
Thank you. That's deep, Tracy. That's deep. Thank you. Indra?
One more crime scene, one more body, one more child moving on without her daddy, one more mother crying out her throat, one more community trying to cope, one more brother dressed to rest in peace, one less worry for the city police, one more group trying to be supportive, one more senseless murder without any motive, one more beef, one more retaliation, one more family in grief caused by this lost generation, one more march, one more rally, one more hood, one more alley, one more bullet, one more gun, one more defiant mother in defense of her son, one more politician diverting the blame, one more drug baron on top of his game, one more funeral, one moment of silence. This is one more call for an end to the violence.
Thank you. That's real. That's our reality, Indra. Thank you. That's our reality.
Listen.
Miss Jackee, you want to have your friend do her poem now?
So we switch spaces. She's in front of the camera now. This is Mary.
Okay.
She'll introduce herself.
Hi, Mary.
Everyone. I am Mary Smith.
Hi, Mary Smith.
Welcome.
Thank you.
This piece is entitled Belize, Our Legacy. I am the blood and sweat of our sirens, nature's wealth untold, the true land of the gods, brave, resilient, hopeful, filled with new opportunities.
We lost you. We're freezing.
The healing of the nations, my flora, reconnecting my people to Earth's origin. I am unity, calling all industrious hands, giving Belizeans purpose to rise above adversity. Together, we conquer the challenges of COVID, celebrating life and soaring to greatness. When Belize believe in Belize, we vibrate beyond limitations, removing all barriers. Subumbra, Florida. Thriving in abundance, Belize is my soul manifesting in flesh, the white, scarlet, and royal blue, our legacy. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Love
Nice.
it. Thank you, Mary Smith.
You too.
All right, this one is called Songs of the Night. Splish, splash, splish. The waves beat on the seawall loudly as my eyes refuse to close. Ping, pang, ping. The curtain hits against the window ledge each time the wind blows. Wham, wham, wham is the song of the ceiling fan as it goes around and around and around. Thud, thud, thud. That is the boat passing by on its way to its next destination. Ooh, 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 goes the brisk wind as it hauls its way to the beat of the sea. Rough, rough, rough. There goes the neighborhood dogs at something that caught their attention and woke them up. Vroom, vroom, vroom is the song of the police vehicle on patrol as they pull up to the seawall for their break to eat, talk, or sleep. Screech, screech, screech. This is the song of the wheels of the machinery as my mind goes around and around and around and won't shut off. Squeak, squeak, squeak. Even a night bird had to add its song to the symphony of songs to keep me up. Shh, shh, shh. I whisper to myself to not wake the household as I look for my writing paraphernalia to put my thoughts in writing and hopefully get some rest tonight. Rustle, 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 the plastic bag says as I look into numerous bags to find my pen and book. Why can't they be more quiet? Swish, swish, swish. That's my pen on my book as I get up to work on this poem since I can't sleep. Click, click, click. Do you notice how the floorboards click as they expand in size in the still of the night? 98, 99, 100. All the sheep are accounted for as I start to count again. 100, 99, 98, as I finally drift off to sleep. Thank you. The Taylor, thanks you again. We are not hearing you.
Better now?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, go ahead.
So this one is entitled My Only Sin is Being a Woman. I stand in silence for 6 seconds before I open the door. I breathe in reality and exhale hope. 5 more seconds until I'm told what I'm doing is wrong. My feelings are said to be exaggerated. 4 more seconds until I'm told that my beauty is a sin. My sexuality should be limited to one, marriage. You'll be put on a leash and be held prisoner by some man. 3 more seconds until, 3 more seconds until I must be told it's your fault. You must endure this unwanted sexual attention. 2 more seconds until you be told that you're no one. 1 more second until all your actions, all accountable to blame. 0.5 seconds until the concept of shelter is but a metaphor. All you can do at this point is breathing reality and exhale hope. I count to 10 to extend the outside world, but my name is being called. Hurry up! It's time to go. Blinded by the lights, all eyes are on me, unsure on how to move. But quickly, even that I do wrong. I try to catch my breath, but it seems like it's also a sin. I try to introduce myself, but that is considered to be arrogant. A woman must not speak. I crave the candy bar in my bag, but you must not eat. That too is a sin. Gluttony. I smile at his jokes. I'm told I'm flirting, looking for attention. Stop being a whore, they say. My smile is immediately turned upside down, and they ask me if I don't have any manners. I count to 10, hoping that the day will end. 9, 8, 7. I begin to count the intervals of every sin I've committed. For the day, it's only been 10 minutes, and I'm at 100.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Hard like being a woman sometimes, isn't it?
Yep. Can't do nothing right.
But we do it with a smile and we continue with our heads held high and we are proud to be ourselves. Thank
That's
you.
how we're resilient. Yeah.
Your turn. Tracy?
Oh, yes. Okay, this is actually a rap poem. So it's called Build We Up. This for all the picnic from Belize to PG, Corazon, Sakaya, Orange Walk, and Stan Creek. No more brother fighting brother, build one another. No make me wait, we don't want to go to war. No weapons, no bullets, we fire with words. Shout it out higher until we be heard. You think we gon' move, when we not gon' move, no we not gon' move. Sisters, build up the brothers. Brothers, build one another. We the temple, we the people, we the nation, forget the steeple. Build we up. Build till we get enough. Keep building, even though we're rough. One nation, one people, we must build we up. We in a war of words, they don't care who hurt. They think we break me down, but them no plan, no work. I fall down on my knees. Heavenly Father, please let my brothers build. Don't let them more get killed. This father picnic from Belize to PG, Corazon, Takaya, Orange Walk, and Sand Creek. No more brothers fighting brothers. Build one another. No make me wait. We don't want to go to war. No weapons, no bullets. We fire with words. Shout it out higher until we be heard. You think we gon' move when we not gonna move? No, we not gonna move. Sisters, build up the brothers. Brothers, build one another. We the temple, we the people, we the nation. Forget the steeple. Build we up. Build till we get enough. And keep building, even though we're rough. One nation, one people, we must build we up. Dear Belize, I write these words for we. Drop everything and read and come and stand with me. If you know read, them no harassment. Because we see, them can't go past we. Don't they list coolly, girl, from Kaya lead the way. Just let the whole world know Belize got something to say. This for all the picnic from Belize to PG. Corazon to Kaya, Orange Walk, and Sand Creek. No more brother fighting brother. Build one another. No make me wait. We don't want to go to war. No weapons, no bullets. We fire with words. Shout it out higher until we be heard. Build we up. Build till we get enough. Keep building till we get enough. One nation, one people, we must build we up.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. True words, Tracy. True words. Thank you. Enja?
Young and ignorant, just a teen, trying her best to be heard and seen, doing what it takes to attract attention in her miniskirt and hair extension, trying her best to keep being cool, hanging out with the guys after school, trying to prove that she is a young lady, but in her mind, she's just a baby. Neglected by her mom and dad, she's searching for a love that she's never had. A normal life she never gets to enjoy, so she finds comfort with older boys. No time has passed and nothing has changed. Then a friend starts noticing something strange. The girl they once knew wasn't doing so well. Something was wrong, but no one could tell. Until There were other signs, like throwing up during the morning time. By now, everyone was convinced, saying they've been warning her ever since. Books before boys, they used to say, warning that she will grow up one day. But now they know that it's too late. She already made her big mistake. And just when you thought that she had it bad, she still don't know who is the dad. Now with all of her, no, sorry. And just when you thought that she had it bad, she still don't know who is the dad. Now with all her friends at her side, she's forced to swallow all her pride. All alone, left out in the cold, puzzled about what her future holds. But for now, she'll have to wait and see what is best after the results of her HIV test.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Flavors, we have one more on. Flavors? Go ahead, Miss Jackee. Let us know when we have enough run out of time.
Okay, so this piece is called Belizean Daughter, and I'm being a bit patriotic like my colleague Mary. But this piece was written at the University of Belize for a guy who insulted Belize and had a lot of negative things to say about Belize.
Okay.
Her alone, I will stand tall. She might be inexperienced and young, but I will wear her badge until I'm in the ground. She's got my undying love, and I am happy she's my home. I am a Belizean daughter, and her daughter alone. Her cities might be mere villages. She might not have fancy lights and large bridges. She might have a weak economy. There might be a figurehead on our money. We might not have the strongest army, and we might still adhere to aspects of Crown Colony. But I am a Belizean daughter, and her daughter alone. She might not boast of your fancy modernization. She does not wear the wealth of your impressive nation, but she's a jewel to bedazzle many, one that you cannot buy with your shiniest penny. She sings songs that you cannot so easily kill. She's audacious, and you cannot help but admire her strong will. That is why I am a Belizean daughter, and her daughter alone. So if Belize is so nauseating to you, get back on your airplane and take your friends too. Don't come slur my country in my presence and expect me to sit here in silence and dare to accuse me of getting emotional as if that means I'm equated to a criminal. I am a Belizean daughter, and her daughter alone. Yes, I defend her passionately. Yes, when you insult her, you insult me. How dare you smile in my face and publicly berate my place and anticipate that I shut my mouth? If words are my only weapon, I continue to shout that I am a Belizean daughter, and her daughter alone.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. Love it. All right, this one is entitled, Where Are the Blue Hair? Let us give a heartfelt tribute to our fathers, grandfathers, uncles, and cousins for the work they put in for us over the years to get us to the level where we are now. They went to work daily to whatever their job was, and wherever it was located, whether it was surveying at the different districts of Belize for weeks at a time, or to catch a bus daily to Belwapan to work in a small office, or join the crew on the fish trawler for months in Miami, or work at the Panama Canal. Get behind a sewing machine to sew uniforms, and whatever else they had to do. I have to give these guys their props, as they hardly call in sick, despite having a fever or a cough, so their family had roofs over their head and food on their table. We have to encourage, support, and constantly remind, gently love our mature guys as they traverse this journey of their lives, since they might not remember some minor chores like taking out the garbage, putting down the toilet seat, taking your dishes to the kitchen sink, or turning up the volume on their cell phones. They are our living legends and current heroes for all they have been through and survived to be here with us today. These guys are the last generation who pulled out the chairs, opened the doors, allowed the woman to walk inside on the street, and gave her his jacket if she was cold, and kept his pants up to cover his butt. We have to give them the breaks they need now, as they have worked hard, and in some cases, even at the age of 70 to 80 years old, they are still working, as they are unable to retire and sit down quietly to twiddle their thumbs. They will leave us either in their chair at work or with their boots on in the bushes or quietly in their sleep. Our fathers, grandfathers, uncles, cousins are no veterans of all wars of the world, like World War I or II, Vietnam War, and have survived natural disasters like Hurricane Hattie in Belize, the China earthquake of 2008, the tsunami, and such other disasters. So we have to ensure that they take their medication daily, change their diet, take their annual prostate exam, and exercise so they can be around to enjoy quality life with us, with the next generation. When some men get older, sometimes they dye the hair on their head, under their arm, their beard, and shave their chests. But they forget to trim the hairs peeking out of their nose and their ears. I advise you to gently pull them aside and bring this to their attention and let them know that the blue hair
And what he can world. I am desire with a soul. I am desired, alluded for hope. 15 minutes left. He just wants to rest. He wants to feel special. He tells me his life stories, his dreams, his aspirations. For a minute, I feel some sympathy for him. He cries. I give him a hug. He looks at me for the first time. I can see him seeing me for the first time. He realizes he's not the one with the power, but I am. And for that, he shames me. For that moment that I'm ashamed, I then remember that his life is tragic, but I'm just a warrior here surviving.
That's deep. Thank you. Tracy, are you still there?
I'm here. Okay. This is, I just put it up and it didn't come up. Okay. So this piece is called Royalty. Once upon a time, there was a beautiful princess born to a great king. She had a mommy and a daddy. She loved her family. The king's daughter was special, just like you. Reading books was her favorite thing to do. Her mommy and daddy read books to her. She loved to hear them read. The words grew in the little girl's mind just like a seed. She grew up to write books and traveled around the world. Then she found out she was born a Belizean gal. She come home to Belize where her daddy was born. She put on her listening ears to learn to speak Creole because that was the norm. Uh-huh. You know some? That girl me. That story true. So when I come by play for you, you see me walking down the street, no tax me hard, I Belizean too. God made me, he treasure. God made you, God made me. Our Heavenly Father, he the King of Kings. Exodus 3:14 said, God tell Moses, he named Ahia, Ashar, Ahia. That means I be who I be. Uh-huh. The great I am speak Hebrew and Creole, that good enough for me. Me no look like you, sister. Me no talk like nobody, no gal in your family, but the queen no look like you need her, and she all over the money. No matter where you come from, girl, no matter where you're born, boy, we are the treasures. You understand? You wanna know why? We are royalty, you and me. We the sons and daughters come from kings and queens. They don't teach us that in school. We don't read about it in no book. We don't look down on you for how the way we talk and how we look. You wanna know something? The Most High, him look just like you and me. Wanna understand? Read the 28th chapter of Deuteronomy. For the drums and the fire, they come me home to the land of the free by the Carib Sea. Our manhood we pledge to thy liberty. No tyrants to linger, despots must flee this tranquil heaven of democracy. The Most High sent me. So if you see me go so and walk about, just bid me time of day. Tell me, welcome home, girl. Don't look at me like I know straight. You born in Belize, I Belizeans too. We brothers and sisters in this town. Christ looked like us. The Bible say him black unto the ground. So when you see me walk around, remember this day like it's your birthday. The day me read from the words from this Bible in Isaiah 61, this is what them say. The Spirit of the Most High God is upon me, anointed me to preach the tidings unto the meek. He has sent me to bind up the brokenhearted and proclaim freedom to liberty, to the captives, to the opening of the prison, to them that are bound, to proclaim the acceptable year of the Lord and the day of vengeance of our God, to comfort all that mourn, to appoint unto them that mourn in Zion, to give unto them beauty for ashes and the oil of joy for mourning and the garment of praise for the spirit of heaviness, that they might be called trees of righteousness, the planting of the Lord, that he might be glorified. Bruh, sis, we the sons and daughters of the Most High God. The Bible no lie. Now repeat after me. Say, I am treasure. God made me that way. Now give thanks to the Most High God in Garifuna. Say, Sarah May.
Thank you, Tracy. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. We are back to Miss Haylock.
Oh, we're still going?
Yeah. The guys will tell us when we're out of time. I saw they started another recording.
All right. Could I find something? All right, okay, find something. All right. So this one is called The Lies of Fears. The fear of feeling vulnerable to lust bills, to the rising temperature, seduction, the craving of another body, a body so warmed, wrapped up in deception, that the darkness in their eyes signal run for your life. To close your eyes and feel the spirit die by the lies of fear. A prisoner to the outplay game by experience. You encourage a program game of chess. You encourage a program game of chess you cannot lose, because playing with fire is exciting. The risk of losing brings a rush to your life, which is so fragile. The missing pieces are a constant reminder every time you look in the mirror. The spirit burns to be free, but the body is trapped by seduction. You play the game of touch me and please me, tease me, kiss me, knowing it will never go far. The body burns to be held. Deception, so vulnerable to the curves of your body. This game you both play, all knowing that one of you will be burned. Words never spoken, but feelings burn hotter than hell when nothing is said. The unspoken lies never told by the other brings arrogance to your dance of betrayal. Each trying to be free, but the bitter taste that is so familiar, it feels like home. That's it.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. This one is called My Dear Child. My dear child, please take your time with me, as I'm older now and move slower, but I am still your mom and deserve your respect. I know I forgot, but I asked you many times, when are we leaving for our trip? When we didn't have a trip planned, but I am tired of being at home alone, especially during the COVID pandemic. Please remember that I raised you and your 5 siblings on my own, working at many different jobs so you can have food to eat, clothes to wear, a roof over your head, and attend school, as I was unable to attend school. I needed you to physically check in on me more often to ensure I have enough food to eat in my pantry, despite me saying I'm okay, since I forgot how to light the stove. I am so hungry and feel so lost. Don't scold me again because I misplaced my house keys for the 10th time and can't find a new phone again. I didn't realize I dropped my cell phone in the garden as I was weeding the grass. Can you please send one of my many granddaughters to comb my hair and paint my nails with the pretty nail polish or mop and sweep my house for me? I look at the mop and broom and don't remember how to use them. Can you imagine that? I sometimes go to bed tired, fall asleep for a couple hours, get up and can't sleep for hours. So in the mornings, I can't leave my bed and I am tired all day, even though I didn't really do anything today. It still amazes me that all my 6 children are grown and have children and grandchildren. Where did the years go? Sometimes I still see all of my children as children. Where are they? Sometimes I know that you may think my personal stuff looks old to you, but you have to realize that these things have sentimental value to me, and some are older than my children. And it brings me joy to look at these things now and again. The visits of family and friends brings me great joy, and I always enjoy each and every visit, whether long or short. And I get sad when my visitors leave and may get emotional. Please bear with me. My son, I thought I took my pills today or yesterday. I am not sure. I also thought I took a bath today, but I realized I have on the same clothes I put on 3 days ago. Does that mean I didn't take a bath? My granddaughter, can you please cook me my favorite meal of stew fish with callaloo, okra, and Spanish rice? As I often miss eating my favorite meal. Invite me to your house so I could eat with you and your family. I miss you. I wish all my family and friends would remember that I am a grown, independent woman who have taken care of everyone over the years while I was working and raising my 6 kids. While I'm older now and not as strong, I demand the respect I earn. I love you forever and ever. This poem is dedicated to my cousin Janice Betson. Thank you. Miss Tracy, there. Oh, Jackie left us. She had to go back to school. Miss Tracy, it's you again.
Okay, right now. So this piece is called Remember and Forget Not. It's a like a story poem from a book that I'm working on about a modern version of Sleeping Beauty. I watch them tiptoe around. I pretend not to hear or see how they shake their heads and speak silently about me. My memories seem clouded, yet my mind is still witty. I see how they look at me and how their heads bow their heads with pity. I cannot communicate with them in traditional sense. I choose not to speak or volunteer information to them. If I chose to speak, my words would force me to say everything I remember about life before that fateful day. I remember who I was before I fell into a deeper sleep. I remember who I was born to be, the secrets we are forced to keep. I remember people at my birth all wishing me well. I remember the blessings before the curses fell. They wished me love, joy, peace, long suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, and temperance. I remember being pulled from the place I felt love, peace, and contentment and forced into the arms of another where I felt hatred and resentment. I looked up into her face and I saw not love, but scorn. I remember everything about the day I was born. I remember the words that forever changed my life in one moment in time, from a woman who wove her web around everyone's heart, including mine. When she opened her mouth, even kings and great men fell under her spell. Many knew her as queen, others by her given name, Isabel. But what's in a name? I knew her by the first words I called her, Ama or Mama, in the Queen's proper English, please, she would prefer. Imagine finally opening your eyes and waking up to realize everyone around is not living their lives, but living out lies. You've been lied to, and these lies run skin deep. Everyone, including you, lives in a state of induced sleep.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was beautiful. Enda?
To all the black people who don't like the skin they're in, they'll be held to pay come Judgment Day. You're the scheme, you're the plan to try underhand your blackness. You're devising a plot trying to stop your blackness. Time after time, you try undermine your blackness. Now you consider to try get rid of your blackness. When you see blackness, you don't have to stand and watch this. You have to start practice your genuine blackness. Your black people you hate, so you contaminate your blackness. Head over heel, you try to conceal your blackness. At every single junction, you're trying to run from your blackness. No matter how hard you try, you just cannot deny your blackness. When you see blackness, you never try attack this because this is blackness without the slackness. For all the poverty and pain, you're trying to blame your blackness. For everything we're wrong, you point finger upon your blackness. Now you're busting up your brain, trying to contain your blackness. Day and night, you always fight your blackness. But you're fighting a battle that you can't win. If you're black without, you're black within. A black skin is just the beginning of your blackness.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was beautiful. Flavors, can we go one more round? Are you there? Well, no response. We say, let's go again.
Okay, this one is called Midnight Nightmare. Numb, betrayed, empty are the things I feel when the shadow overcomes me. Secrets untold, words unsaid. A soulless body is all that I am. Lifeless, hopeless, and dead. I cry inside hoping one day I'll be heard, my burdens purified. Fighting for a voice when the clock strikes 12. Fighting for my life when the lights go out. The light burning inside slowly fades. The voices in my head go quiet. My escape is the tears trickling down my face. Who am I but a soulless body? Who am I but an object on the wall? Who am I but your midnight secret? My thoughts of suicide arises, when will I die, to wash this feeling permanently? I question my sanity, when will I return to the world once again? I ask myself, am I crazy? Am I the one to blame? My innocence is gone. My hope is gone. My life has ended in ways you cannot understand. What am I is a lie of the innocent. Conflicted about what is real and what is fake. At 1:15, I burn my candle and ask, when will I wake up from this nightmare? When will I be free from this torture? His reply, cry help. That's it.
Okay, thank you. That's deep. Did somebody else join our podcast who wants to share their poems? I'm seeing somebody in the car now. I don't know.
I'm just watching. I'm just listening.
Oh, okay, okay, all right.
Thank you.
All right, this one is called Mothers. Mothers are our main caregivers, despite if you are 5, 15, 35, 40, or 55 years old. Mothers are teachers, playmates, cooks, washerwomen, doctors, gardeners, lovers, mechanics, and so much more. Mothers are the first person we see when we enter this cold world, the first time we are hit on our butts, after we are plucked from the warm, comfortable cocoon of her body. Mothers are the only ones who will support us always, encourage, lecture, love, and teach you in the kindest way when you need that at that time. Mothers will give you her last piece of food so her children can eat and be satisfied. And she will not complain after she drinks only water. How can you not love her? Mothers are the first one up at 5 a.m. daily to get the children ready for school, make breakfast, iron her husband's clothes, cook meals from scratch, clean the house, and go to bed at midnight after folding up the laundry that no one else saw on the sofa. Mothers often do not take proper care of herself while she takes the best care of her partner, children, parents, family, friends, neighbors, and even strangers. Am I not right? Mothers plan, execute, and clean up everyone else's birthday party regularly, but no one can plan a simple birthday party for her. Why is that? That is one of the reasons she is greatly missed when she is gone. Appreciate her now. Why do mothers only get breakfast in bed once a year on Mother's Day? That is the only time she's allowed to stay in bed until 8 a.m. And then the children need their breakfast. The dog needs to be walked and bathed. Meals need to be cooked. And there goes her Mother's Day treat. Do you think she enjoyed that? Mothers are the one who will give you the dress off her back. Use the same navy blue dress over and over and over at every important occasion for years. Check the pictures. While all her children wear latest Jordan tennis and have updated phone. Did you notice that? Let us always acknowledge, love, kiss, hug, and appreciate our mothers, godmothers, grandmothers, stepmothers, aunts, and guardian for all they continue to do for us daily. All 1 billion of them. Thank you. Miss Trace, it's you.
Yes, ma'am. This one is called Imagine a Princess. Imagine being the girl who is different from her friends. Maybe you're a little taller or shorter, a little rounder or thinner, with darker or lighter skin. While you feel pretty, you feel ugly too, because the baby dolls your friends have, they don't look like you. The cute hairstyles your friends wear in your hair, they won't work for you because your hair is too long or too short, too curly or too straight to wear like theirs. The beautiful outfits your friends all get, they don't fit. You have to stop in a different part of the store because you are different. You refuse to look in the mirror because you believe beauty doesn't look like you, and you suffer in silence because no one will stand up and speak for you. When the world doesn't fit you and no one seems to get you, how are you supposed to fit in? You hide behind your pain and it becomes a weight that holds you captive like a prison. I'm pretty too. Even though I may not look like you don't know everything I've been through. Sometimes I feel like I don't have any friends, but food has always been there for me, even when I wanted my life to end. Food was so good to me. Food never made fun of me or never talked behind my back. Food never abused me. Food never said, I am too fat. You may say I'm too fat or too thin. You may say I'm too short or too tall, but I have a name and I have a story. You say I should just eat less or just eat more, but you don't know me. You don't know my story at all. Whether I'm eating or not eating, I'm covering up my real pain. You say you want to help, but you don't even know my name. If you really want to help me, listen to me. It's the best thing you could do for me. Yes, I am different and I'm crying out to you. Why can't I be different and still be a princess too?
That's a good one, Tracy. Thank you. Angel?
All right. Let's see. This one is for a classic. Before TV, we never have this. All this murder, mayhem, and madness. We people never used to this cruel. Life was good in this jewel. Then TV came along with movies, cartoons, and songs, taking control of we youngster, our children being raised by this one-eye monster. Do you ever stop to think that the sake of TV, man start wear pink, and after we get showtime, we just start to experience more crime because TV influence in ways we don't know. Look at the effects after HBO. Our family unit became so unstable after all the fornication shown on cable. Fathers coming home to no food after soap operas and family feud. TV wasting most of our time while poverty creeps up from behind. We watch pro athletes and game show with dreams of millions, but just remain poor. TV have us living in a dream. With camera tricks, we are fixed to this TV screen. But it's time for us to come out this box, do away with stars and cinemas. It is time for us to see that BET is not the way for us to be. It is time for a life of a higher definition and a better quality. So turn off this television and tune in to reality.
Good one, Angel. Good one. Good one. Miss Halak, you ready?
Yes, but this will be my last one though.
Okay, I know it's when you were like, yeah, it's our last one for Tukas, yeah. ahead.
Okay, I find a little rough one as I don't mind share it.
Okay,
Okay. And I have a name or nothing yet.
Untitled.
Yeah, one of those for now. Kiss my lips and tell me sorry. Say my name as I whisper yours. Look into my eyes and say I love you while you lie to never hurt me. Hold me close while you pretend you'll never let go. Let's create a love story behind closed doors because if the world knew, it would break us apart. Privacy is my love language. Lie to me that you miss me, that I meant something to you. Create a story so intoxicating that it brings me to life. Because we're never meant to be, and that somehow is thrilling. You and me is just you. You crying you need me. You crying the world is against you. You never taking accountability. You just running away from everything. Let's dance under the moonlight and tell our secrets because we're healing together.
Thank you. I look forward to hearing when it finishes and getting the title. Thanks. Changes. September 9th, 2022. Life is about changes and how well we adjust to them can be a minus or a plus. Just keep believing in your dreams. It has been 3 months since my mom passed, and I am still reeling from her loss. Don't know if I'm on my head, my feet are floating in the air. The world continues to spin on its axle, and people continue to live their lives as I sit here crying over my mom's journals. Queen Elizabeth II passed away yesterday, and today I fly to Chicago for my Aunt Rose's 80th birthday party while writing this poem at the Fort Myers Airport. My mom is with me in spirit, as this was supposed to be one of her trips for this year. She was looking forward to it, as my great Uncle Fred, 92 years old, will be celebrating with us, and Mom enjoyed spending time with him and family. The purple overnight bag, my blouse and gold chain are all my mom's things that I use to keep her with me every day. I try to remember my mom lived a great life, traveling, laughing, cooking, being such a generous spirit with her huge, beautiful smile. My new friends at the senior center, Pat Fisher and Milfordine Davis, keep me laughing daily as we do our dancing classes, and I recall how my mom would love enjoying being in these classes. I give thanks to all my cousins in Chicago, those I met and those I grew up with, as we look forward to celebrating my aunt's party. I love and miss you, Mom. Keep on dancing, singing, flying, and cooking up a storm with our ancestors. As I adjust to life changes in faith, that all will be well, since God doesn't give us more than we can bear. I love you, Mom. Thank you. Tracy?
Yes, ma'am. So loved your poem about your mom. That just reminded me of the one that I wrote for my mom.
Okay.
And it's called, just set it up now, not coming up. Okay, here we go. It's called Bon Bon the Builder. This is a story about a special little builder who built up children with all the love that filled her. Building up people is much harder than it seems. Bon the builder's love built up strong kings and queens. Favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised. Born June 26, 1948, Sandra Annette Frazier built up her little brother Michael, who she raised. Ollie Willie Frazier and Bernice Gibson's only daughter became singer, dancer, actress, model, Bonita Ebony. But those of us who knew her and loved her called her Bon affectionately. Bon built her first princess many years ago. Maybe you've heard of her daughter, Traco. Bon pressed Tracy Coquette to expect the best and never settle for less. She built up her firstborn and watched her soar to success. Bon the builder did not birth any other natural children into the world, but she knew the Most High gave her a special gift to build up little boys and girls. From an early age, Bon knew she was born to build and encouraged all children. She had so much love to give. After she built up her daughter, she built up her friends. Bon built up Sophie, Alana and Darshan, Katina, Candy, Crystal, Mimi, and Shani. She built up little kings and queens. She also built up all children, you see. She built up her grandchildren, Alex, Marquise, and Gabriella Amore, but she did not stop there. She built up Antoine, Kayla, and Anthony, Bria, and Kyle, and every child she met with love and care. She built up Nellie, T-Baby, and little Sam. She built up Khalil, Isaiah, Terry, Taylor, Carrie, Natalia, and Jordan. They were all like fam. No one ever took time to notice how many boys and girls Bon built up. She built up her great-granddaughter, Noelle and Lily, with Bon's love. Slowly but surely, Bon the builder's heart grew tired. She loved watching the royal family she built up soar higher and higher. Bon was content to build up little kings and queens at her home in Detroit on King Street. But the Most High gave her another assignment and set her in a higher seat. On August 3rd, 2020, the Most High gave Bon the builder her wings. He told her to fear not, because he took away death's sting. So Bon the builder flew off to build up kings and queens on high. Remember Bon the builder every time you see a beautiful butterfly.
Thank you. Guys, that was the last poem. The guys are telling me now we have to quit. We have to finish off. So thank you, Miss Haylock, Jackee, Tracy, and Indra for being here. Thanks to Flavors and Courtney.
Thanks for the invite.
Podcast.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you.
Right.
Especially for your patience, Miss Bev.
No problem. I'll keep inviting you every time. That's all. Let's keep on inviting, and eventually I know we all will show.
Yeah.
Thanks again for the Tough Podcast. We appreciate you having the Belizean Poets on today.
Mike is on mute.
Guys, they gave me a message. We have to close now.
Okay. Until we see each other again.
All right. Thank you. Take care. Have a nice day, guys.
It's beautiful.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
You lead us so full. You belong far away away. Ajugwala lebo buseru. Lida mua, lida sumpula. Lida mua, lida sumpula.
Well, unfortunately, this is it. Till next time. Bless.
All you gotta do is just speak. One word is enough, and I'm no longer so rough. I forget what I was trying to say. I no longer do what I was gonna do, but you're no good for me. That's why me do what set me if it could flee. Me I fi take away me say. Me I